Tell us more about your career.
My career, okay. So, well, after NJC, I went into medical school in Singapore, graduated, and did a couple of years of different postings. Did a bit of neurosurgery, plastics, A&E medicine, and all that. Eventually, I decided to specialize in ophthalmology. So, I went to UK for a year to train. And then after that came back, worked a few years, and then went to US to train further sub-specialise in paediatrics and strabismus or squints. Then I came back and I've been working here since. I was with the Singapore General Hospital and then the Singapore National Eye Centre up to 1995, and then I went into private practice. I still go back to KK Hospital and do sessions there to see paediatric patients.
Why do you choose to specialize in this field?
Oh,
Pediatrics.
in pediatrics?
Yeah, and ophthalmology, yeah.
Okay, so actually ophthalmology is a very visual kind of specialty. You know, everything, you know, the eye is there and everything you see, it's all visible. It's something that you can learn a lot about, and it's a fairly narrow field, and that kind of suits my character. I like to know a lot about a small amount. So that kind of fitted me. Why did kids? Actually, it's a bit of a challenge, and I was training as a general ophthalmologist. I was trying to examine kids, and I found it quite difficult to examine. So I decided to take up the challenge and see if I could, you know, improve my skills on how to examine kids. And of course, in the end, they're actually very cute. Huh? Yeah. The other thing is, you know, if you treat you treat an old person and you improve their, say, eyesight, they have X number of years, you know, of life. If you treat a young child and you improve the eyesight, the number of years that they will benefit from treatment actually is a lot more. So it's actually very rewarding.
So what is your philosophy towards your work?
I think first of all, it is, as a doctor, okay, right? You need to care. You need to have care and you need to have compassion. Right? So that must be the riding thing, overall riding principle, that you're here actually to look after and serve patients. Right? So if you can remember that, everything kind of falls into place. Okay? For ophthalmology, you need to be a bit sort of obsessive. Nitpicking and everything. You need to be very particular.
In what sense though?
In your surgery, in your management and all that extra, even more so, I think. I guess it's important in all medicine, but especially so when you're trying to do fine surgery and all that. So it's you know, you need to be quite particular. Yeah, I think I would say that sort of kind of drives you, because everything you want to do to the best for your patients. That's most important. So you put yourself in that patient. What does your patient feel? And then you act according to what you think a patient needs.
So how has your experience overseas helped you in your work life?
My experience overseas, meaning when I trained, when I was training.
Yeah.
Well, it taught you, of course, see a slightly different range of medical conditions compared to local. You have to interact with people at a different level. Although we all speak English, it's slightly different. Nuances are different. People respond differently. The Britishers are different from the Americans. You know, in what they expect and even how they communicate with you. So those are skills you pick up. learning from British doctors and American doctors also is different. You learn to get along with people with different characteristics. So yeah.
What gives you the greatest satisfaction in your work?
I guess it's a happy patient, happy and healthy patient. I get a kick out of cute babies, cute children. They're just very nice. So to know that you've done when you've done your best and it had a good result and it's made a difference to their lives.
We understand that you have a special interest in training young ophthalmologists. So why do you choose to focus on education and training them up?
Okay, you see, if you can treat patients, it's just you and the patient, right? But if you can train a young person, say another doctor, train up to be better than as good as you or even better, and you can train many of them, there's a multiplier effect, right? So what you can do is will be double, triple, whatever by teaching, right? And if you can somehow train these people, give them the right thing, it's not only just knowledge and skills, it's actually very important is the attitude. To transfer the right attitude to the next generation of doctors so that they will be able to treat students, patients the right way with the right approach to a problem. I think that's very important. I think you can be a very good clinical doctor, but I think it's more important to be a teacher. To me, teacher. Teachers are actually very, very influential. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
Right? So they actually influence you a lot. Many years after we graduate, we are still revering our teachers because they shape the way our outlook during our most impressionable years, which is basically late teens. I think that's when most of your values, a lot of values are firmed up. Yeah. So I think it's to teach is very, very important.
Okay, so what was one of your most memorable moments in NJC?
I think there are many, many memorable sort of moments in NJC. When I came from an all-girls school, so it was quite an experience to go into a co-ed. That's number one. Number two, it's a tutorial and lecture system, whereas previously we were all in classrooms, so it's totally different. There was the concept of student councils, there was the concept of elections and all that. It's quite different. And when I was in NJC, the principal was Lim Kyung, the first one, because I was the fourth batch in NJC. And every morning we would have talks from him, and it was very interesting. And you met people from across the arts people, the science people, the Malay stream, the Chinese stream. So it was a very diverse group of people that you met. You met people from all walks of life, from different schools. I think that is and then there are a lot of activities. There's tons of CCA that you could have joined, up to you what you wanted to do. And memorable times, maybe we were quite naughty. So one of the memorable times is when we actually carried our principal's Volkswagen Beetle, from the car park into the quadrangle.
Wow.
You all have a quadrangle still, right?
Quadrangle.
Yeah, we carried it across the canteen. There was a canteen, we carried it all, and we left it there, and we painted Love Bug on it. So it was quite fun.
Did he get mad or something?
Yeah, he got a bit mad, but I think he understood that it's just youthful pranks. So.
Okay. you involved in any like co-curricular activities?
Quite a lot. I was a student counsellor. I was the outdoor activities club. I did netball. I did athletics.
So you could be involved in like many different at the same time, different activities.
Yeah.
There's no limit.
There's no limit. There's no
Okay.
limit. And you don't have to be good. You just have to be interested. You know. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a time for trying a lot of things. You know, like being outdoor activities is something that's not common at that point in time. To go hiking, to go canoeing, and all that. You know.
So, in your opinion, what is the most important attitude that NJCian should have?
Not just one. I think a few. First is you must be able to give the best in anything you do. Alright, do everything to the best ability. Give it 100%. Alright. And secondly is to be humble. Because I think we're very privileged to be in a elite school. Right? That doesn't mean that you're the best. And it's actually you need to be to take the what you have, you are blessed with because of the opportunities that are given to you, and you must use that to help people later.
Do you have any words of advice for our students at NJCian?
Enjoy your 2 years. They're going to be the best years of your life. Which I felt that my 2 years at NJC were one of the best periods of my life. I thoroughly enjoyed it. NJC was just a great experience for me. Very, very special.
So it's the friends.
The teachers, they were very inspiring. They were very committed to us. We still meet up with them, Sometimes we go for tea with them and all that. We had a very inspiring principal. And my very, very good friends now are all from NJC students.